Alright, Ronan MMA, welcome back to the channel. Now, I wanted to cover this topic last week, but much like the Luke Thomas video I did yesterday, I didn't want to dampen the mood for UFC 300, but now that we've got a bit of a break between 300 and the next event, we've got time for all the people that said stupid things last week, okay? So Israel Adesanya did an interview with one Ariel Helwani, and in this interview, as usual, said a whole host of stupid things, okay? I want to focus on one in particular, though. This will probably be a relatively short video, but one of the things he said was that Dricus du Plessis and his team are not built like us because they were unwilling to take a relatively short notice opportunity to turn around for UFC 300 and fight Israel Adesanya after having a pretty brutal war with Sean Strickland in January. Okay, but you know, as I said, I don't want to focus on that stuff. I want to focus on one thing in particular. Now, at this point in time, what comes out of Israel Adesanya's mouth does not shock me even a little bit, dude. This is what we've come to expect from him, okay? This isn't the first time he's done it, and it won't be the last. But Israel Adesanya, yet again, has cried racism, okay? Now let's find out, dude, if he's got any actual examples, or if he's just fucking yapping nonsense, okay? So we're going to play that segment in this interview. I'm going to give my thoughts on it. After the fact, I will probably pause as we are going.
Were you shocked at the reception for him in Australia?
Nah, they're racist.
Okay. Ariel Helwani asks, were you shocked at the reception that Sean Strickland got in Australia when they had their fight? Now, I'm going to be honest, dude. I was shocked. I thought for sure that Sean Strickland was not going to be the fan favorite going into that fight. Okay, just based on geography, I thought Israel Adesanya, where he lives, is closer to where Australia lives. They're probably going to side with that guy, right? So I was shocked. Israel Adesanya says, nah, they're racist. Okay, dude. Wow. Pretty strong claim there from Israel Adesanya. Now, I wonder, dude. I wonder if this motherfucker's going to give us a single example of that being the case, a single shred of evidence, or if he's just spewing bullshit, okay? We're going to find out.
Yeah. That's what you felt it was?
Yeah, no, just also, I think it's just me and them, and I don't know. It wasn't my week. It wasn't. It was just him, and he knows how to pander. He's a great politician.
So, Ariel Helwani then follows up. And honestly, dude, I can't stand Ariel Helwani, but good on him. He could have pushed a little bit harder since that is a pretty strong claim. But at the very least, he did follow up. Now, that's what you thought it was, right? And Israel Adesanya goes, yeah, but also, and then changes the fucking subject, dude. Not a single example. Nobody threw anything at you. Nobody said something to you. Nobody did any of this bullshit. But you assume that that entire fucking arena in Perth, Australia is racist because they sided with your opponent rather than you. This is unironically a perfect encapsulation of why so many people dislike Israel Adesanya. Dude, he is out of touch, okay? And has a complete and total lack of self-awareness, dude. When you've got a massive fan base like the UFC has, dude, there are so many different kinds of people. You are not going to be liked by everybody. Fucking nobody is. And that's just the way the world works, dude. But when it's Israel Adesanya, if somebody dislikes him, it has to be something else. There has to be something sinister underlying there. It must be racism, right? This is what, dude, put the dog shit aside. Put the fucking boring fights aside. Put the B-cup titty aside, right? This is a perfect reason why people could not like you, right? The fact that you cry racism when you are one of the most privileged fucking individuals that has ever competed in this sport, right? And as I said earlier, the lack of self-awareness, when you talk about that the kids in the favelas can understand your struggle, right? When you grew up with a life they could have only prayed for going to bed at night. Do you know what I mean? Actually, you grew up with a life that they couldn't even fucking imagine, right? They couldn't even pray for that because they probably didn't know a life like that existed. But they understand your struggle, and they probably relate to you more than Alex Pajeda, right? Do you remember? Something else I want to point out, dude. You know, Israel Adesanya was not the only person with a little bit more melanin in their skin that fought that night, right? Manel Kopp fought that night. Okay, now, somebody can tell me if I'm misremembering, but I don't fucking think I am. I've got a pretty goddamn good memory, okay? Manel Kopp was getting cheered all week. All week. As a matter of fact, Manel Kopp, another, who looks pretty black to me, but who knows, okay? Manel Kopp got cheered at the press conference for shitting on you, Israel Adesanya. And then Manel Kopp got crazy cheers in the stage, or in the cage after the fact for shitting on your teammate, right? Kai Kara France, who pulled out of their fight, but they're not built like us, right? They're not built like us. Botched. Your guys, bro, your teammates pull out all the fucking time. You just took a good look. Now I'm talking about the other shit I didn't want to talk about, but this fucking guy, we've just covered it so much on this channel that I don't really want to touch on the whole Dricus Duplessis situation, but to me, it's mind-blowing that you make such a strong claim like that the fans in Australia are racist. That's why they didn't like you. Dude, there's a perfectly reasonable explanation. You knocked out Robert Whittaker in fucking Australia. They might not forgive you. There are so many reasons that somebody might not like you, that a certain fan base might not like you, and you come up with, nah, they're racist. And then when you get asked a follow-up question, you don't give a single example. You don't give any shred of evidence. No incident happened. No fucking nothing. And then you change the subject and talk about how Sean Strickland's really good at pandering and is like a politician. And that's probably why he was able to win over the fan base, right? Let's just deflect and move it on to Sean Strickland. This is what Israel Adesanya does almost every single time he's pushed on a subject. He deflects, okay? You made a claim. Back it the fuck up, dude. Don't be crying racism everywhere you go. You either fucking way, dude. I don't even want to continue on because I've already made my point. I'll just end up repeating myself at this point. Let us just check. We'll play it another 5 seconds or so to see if he says anything fucking redeemable whatsoever, and then we'll probably just end the video.
Put it that way. He's a great politician. But, yeah, it was just his week, his moment to shine. And what a reign. I mean.
Okay. And then he goes on to kind of poke fun at Sean Strickland's title reign. But either way, dude, listen. If he would have just led with that, no, it was his week, his time. He's really good at working a crowd or what have you. Done fucking deal, bro. But again, you weren't the only black man that fought out on that night, right? But you were the only one out of those 2 black men that got booed, right? Actually, matter of fact, there were 3. Blood Diamond. I don't remember Blood Diamond getting booed, even though he fucking sucks. Do you know what I mean? It's just you, dude, and your personality, your lack of self-awareness, and what you just did here it's one of the reasons I don't like him. It's one of the reasons I don't like him, is because he does this very regularly, right? I can put all the other shit aside, whatever. I can't stand this shit, though. Anyways, dude, like and subscribe. I would greatly fucking appreciate it. I will see you at the next video. Bye-bye.